All right, my friends, we got a lot to cover in this video. I want to talk about a couple memes that I love from the most recent meme day. You know, look, when there's dark times, there's always a meme to shed light on the situation and make you feel better. I also want to talk about the silver lining in this Relic situation. I have been a critic. Is that fair to say? I've been a critic. Not been a huge fan, but there are positives to glean from this. I'm going to talk about them. And then I also want to compare Tier 7 Relic Anakin to Tier 7 Relic General Grievous. We know what Grievous can do. We've seen some footage of Anakin, but I want to kind of show where I think Anakin's going to be usable and maybe what's the better investment for free-to-play players, because you're pretty much only able to really grind out one relic to start with all the way to the top. Then you're gonna have to start over with something. Which one is gonna be the most valuable to you? We'll talk a little bit about that in this video, and I got a lot of footage coming. So first and foremost, starting with the memes, check this one out. Through careful planning and strategic use of crystals, I have managed to create a formidable arena squad. Admiral Free to Play, CG has released a new update. Massive props to the guy who made this. This is so funny. They even look like whales. Relics! I saw this. And my wife's like, are you okay? I'm like, I'm crying. Will they really spend hundreds of dollars on this? These whales will buy anything. And they go in the squad arena. You got the free-to-play Empire heading out. Oh, man. And look at that, the whales are just obliterating the arena. Here they come. Oh, happy whale noises, so good. And then I just wanted to share one last, there's a lot of good memes in here. Go look at the memes if you haven't on Reddit, because there's some really, I could spend a whole video just talking about these, but this one got me so good. First of all, because I love this movie. There's anybody name this movie down in the description below. If you name this movie, I will love your comment. And if you haven't seen this movie, go see it, because it's freaking hilarious. I swear, this is not just the state of the subreddit for Galaxy of Heroes. This is like the entire community. I've been following this thing on Reddit, on the forums, on my YouTube comment section, my Discord servers, Facebook. This is everybody. This guy's like, I swear, you guys mess up this game 13 or 14 more times, I'm out of here. We have this discussion so many times. They screw up this, they screw up that, they screw up this. We get pissed and we stay. And I'm guilty. I'm guilty as charged. I stay in the game. I still love the game. I said recently on Reddit, you know what? I'm not happy about this Relic update, but I'm going to keep playing this game, because at the end of the day, I still love the game. I hope that things get better. I hope that things improve, and I hope CG listens to player feedback, but ultimately, I love the game, so here I am. All right, and a big thanks to my friend Blade Baka. He's the one who sent me this footage right here that we're watching of the General Grievous team at Relic 7. And you see here, I mean, we've already seen this. I showed this before. It does amazing damage. But the big thing I want to highlight about this team here is that look at how many characters are left standing. This is a great arena solution. It's going to be a reliable arena solution. But is this how you want to deal with Darth Revan in Grand Arena? May I assert to you that Jedi Knight Anakin may be the better option, or at least the more formidable option to keep high banners. Check out this team in particular. This is my buddy Blade Baka. He's using Tier 7 Relic Anakin. I also have some additional footage here I'll show you in a bit from my patron Skeety, who also has a Tier 7 Relic Anakin. And if you look here, just look at the damage output that Anakin's able to do against this Darth Revan team. Those numbers kind of disappeared quickly, but he really got them down. But look, more importantly, look at the health on this team. Look at how well they're surviving. This battle goes on a bit longer. The thing that makes the GG Nuke team really exciting, in my opinion, is it just goes fast, right? But you lose a lot of banners on that team if you're going to want to use that for territory wars, or especially for Grand Arena. When you're able to use a team and keep all 5 standing against Darth Revan, it's going to be a lot more optimal. Now, finding a team that's going to get you 60 banners against Darth Revan, I mean, look, if you found it, let me know down in the comments. But look at that, Anakin one-shotting Darth Revan on his basic. crazy. And then they're going to struggle a bit here. It actually takes them a long time to deal with this Malik. This is a tier 7 Relic Malik. This guy is a total, absolute, just raging monster. And it's going to take them a bit, but they're going to get through this. And so this is team number 1. Now I'm going to show another team here in a bit that works a little bit. It's a bit similar to the nuke team depending on what your gear levels are. But at the end of the day, this to me feels like almost a better investment. Now I say almost because General Grievous is still, he's doing better damage, and I mean, look, it's a pretty sure arena option. I think I have a hard time saying go for Anakin over Grievous. Another reason I might have a hard time saying Anakin over Grievous is there is a ton of speculation out there right now that we're going to see a new version of Anakin coming to this game soon. And if that's going to be the case, where does that leave this version of Anakin? CG has, to my knowledge, that I can remember, I can't think of very many metas that included 2 iterations of the same character. That I drawing a blank if there was one, but I can't think of it. And so you look at how, by the way, this is kind of showing you how valuable that tier 7 Relic Malik is. But you could see there, that would have been a pretty high banner match for a Darth Revan team with a tier 7 Relic Anakin in the Padme squad. Now, another reason why I like this squad in particular is I'm guessing, now this didn't use snips in this team, right? It used R2-D2 instead of snips. This team likely won't be part of the next meta. Based on what CG is setting up, they've got a 501st thing going on, right? And so if you invest in this team as a Darth Revan killer, that probably still leaves open the 501st with snips and a new version of Anakin, if that's coming, to still be valuable to you. And so I don't feel like this investment would be undermined that quickly. So, speaking of the 501st, now, this team is very interesting as well. This is using a Shakti team with the 501st and Anakin. And what you want to make sure to do here is use Shakti's basic at some point so you can get that offense up on Anakin. And then Anakin can absolutely wreck in this team as well. Now, if this team's a bit under-geared, Blade Baka also sent me footage that I'm not showing in this video. He's doing this team as well successfully. But look at that. full demolishing right there. 4 characters killed. And then this is the tier 7 Relic match that Skeety does as well against Brood Alpha, who a lot of people are seeing, and this is something not to ignore. This can be very, very challenging to deal with, especially if you get caught behind that taunt of the Brute. But anyway, Blade Baka sent me footage with a under-geared Shakti, which a lot of you are going to have an under-geared Shakti. It did work, but then just something to keep in mind is it was kind of more reminiscent of the nuke General Grievous team, where he was losing a lot of characters, but he was able to keep Anakin alive and just wreck. And so you can see here, once that offense is up, he's doing great work. This team in particular, because it's got the relics, look at how much more it's able to do against this. And keep in mind, that first team with Padme did have the tier 7 relics. This one has them as well. Not going quite as well. He still will pull it out just because Anakin is an absolute beast here. And look at the damage he's able to do. There's some AoE, takes Darth Revan out. It's just him and the Brute. And then we've got a win. And so, at the end of the day, General Grievous, Anakin, what's the better choice? It depends on what your priorities are. I'm going to say if your priorities are 100% arena-centric, you're going to want to go for General Grievous probably. But if you're looking at Grand Arena and you're looking to have maybe the ability to set your Darth Revan on defense and have something really reliable to beat Darth Revan teams on, I think you want to give Anakin a pretty serious look, especially because you can still put your General Grievous on defense in that case, have Anakin for offense, and then also, even if you use it in the Padme composition that I showed earlier, have that 501st potential meta that's incoming open as well to be whatever you want that to be. So, my friends, What do you think about these teams? Let me know down in the comments below. And again, special thanks to my patrons, Blade Baka and Skeety, who sent me this footage. Very nice to have that. I'm grinding out my own Anakin to be tier 7 relics, and it's taking, like, you know, no spending. It's gonna take me a bit, so it's nice that they're there already to show us kind of what that looks like. So W in the chat for those fellas who helped on this video. Thanks again for joining me for the video, my friends, and as always, my brothers, don't forget